My name is BBrode, I got a story to tell. Are you ready? Then come on and listen well. Many years ago there lived a paladin. He was Prince of the Alliance when the story begins. This ain't a happy story, it's a little dark. This ain't no summer day, this ain't no walk in the park. You see, this prince's name was Arthas, aka the Lich King. This is the story of how he became him. It all started with the mysterious plague. Only vague reports were all the Alliance scouts gave. The king sent Arthas to go check out the rumor, and he met up with his college buddy Jaina Prowler. Arthas and Jaina, yo, they were on the case. They found some crates filled with grain that were poison and lace. Suspicious, they looked about as something moved in the forest. Shadows emerged and Arthas yelled, "They're coming right for us!" That's when the Scourge attacked. The fence just cracked and Arthas just snapped, jumped into act, quickly got trapped. Ghouls in his front and ghouls in his back. Arthas looked up and through the battle saw a necromancer's shadow. It was Kevazar. Arthas gave him a nod, and then he swept the ghouls away and clawed his way towards KT and watched that necromancer straight square in the teeth. He's to seek now Gannis where he makes his home. He controls the Scourge from the city of Stratford. Those were the last words Kevazar said. Arthas killed that necromancer with a blow to the head and said, "Jaina, I demand that you call the silver-handed. Who will demand them and we will put the damn thing." And Jaina said, "Yo, okay, I'll go. I will go find Uther and I'll tell him what I know, yo." And she teleported away. There wasn't much else to say. They had to go stop the plague and they were coming this way. Arthas, where did this go wrong? Why did you turn to darkness? Arthas, where did this go wrong? Why did you turn to darkness? Right then he arrived at Hearthglen, looked down, saw plague grain on the ground again. Arthas took a deep breath, then turned around. He was surrounded by the entire town. "Wait a second," said Arthas, filling with dread. "This plague doesn't just kill, it turns you into undead." The prince's stomach began to churn. At that second, townsfolk began to turn. 12 hours later, Arthas barely alive. His royal bodyguards, well, they didn't survive. The undead had him on the ropes, all out of hopes. Guess who showed up then? You better check your notes. It was Uther, Arthas' tutor. An incredible maneuver, should've come sooner. He saved the day, but poor Arthas would never be the same. Something got in his brain, and they heard him exclaim, "Stratford, Mount Gannis is there. He will pay for what he did today. I swear." And then he left, still covered in ichor, heading to Stratford all alone. And here is the kicker: empty crates line the streets. The plague had been released. Pretty soon the city would be a turned army of beasts. Arthas knew he couldn't let them become Scourge. Turned around and shouted, "Listen to my words. There was only one way to emerge as victors. Surge into the city and purge the villagers." Uther said, "Are you serious? Your father would be furious. You can't possibly consider this. There must be some other way." Arthas said, "Not today. There is no other way to save this town and betray the crown." Uther said, "Fine then, do it alone. I'm taking my army home." Arthas started killing people in the night. They were sleeping, didn't matter. He would kill them on sight. Better to kill them now before they turn to undead. So he burned the town down till the skies turned red. Then he found now Gannis in the wreckage. He was just seconds reckoned. And when he said, "Wait, I have a message." "Do you think you can get the best of me? Then come to Northland, Arthas. Fulfill your destiny." Arthas, where did this go wrong? Why did you turn to darkness? Arthas, where did this go wrong? Why did you turn to darkness? Yeah, he went up to Northrend. He would chase Mal'Ganis and do anything to avenge the death of his people, including doing things that sound a little evil, or at least are a little illegal. But his campaign in Northrend didn't go very well. His army kept getting weaker. His soldiers fell. It was bleak. They'd only been there for a week, but they were close to defeat. Arthas was willing to cheat. There was a rumor of a sword full of ultimate power, but the inscription said that it would devour the soul of any that touched it. It was called Frostmourne. Arthas tracked it down anyway, because he'd sworn to kill Mal'Ganis. It was worth any risk, including this. So he lifted his fist and gave the sword a twist. It came out of the altar. Arthas did not falter. He ran back to his army when the undead all were. Arthas tore the undead forces straight to Mal'Ganis. Of course, the river laughed. "You think you're winning? When you picked up that sword, you became a part of the Lich King." And Arthas knew it was true. He was doomed, through and through.
"I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved, and I still feel no remorse."
A lot happened after that. He killed his father.